Victor Osimhen to Chelsea could still be under the radar. Football is more than being just judgmental based on emotion or sentiment, but rather let's place our judgment on statistics, what this player can bring to our team. Kindly watch this video before diving on the latest report that is circulating around the internet that Chelsea are willing to offer Romelu Lukaku and Cesar Casadi if Napoli should reduce their asking price for Victor Osimhen. So a lot of reactions have been coming up with some persons trying to bring in sentiment, trying to bring in emotions, trying to judge this player based on last season. But if we are to go by statistics, which we have seen on this video, you can tell that Victor Osimhen remained one of the best strikers in the world in the last 3 seasons. Despite playing not up to 50% of Serie A matches last season, he was still able to bang above 15 goals and having the highest shots recorded 1 versus 1 against an opponent. It's still one of the best strikers. So let me know at the comment section if it would be better for Chelsea to sign Victor Osimhen for around £80 million instead of signing players like Samu from Atletico Madrid who had no or little football history or little football stats to their name, or probably signing players like John Duran from Aston Villa for around £40 million. So don't you think it would be better for Chelsea to go for a proven striker that may cost Chelsea less than €100 million, excluding adding Romelu Lukaku or Cesar Casadi as part of this deal? But meanwhile, I'm not saying Chelsea have signed Victor Osimhen. For those persons who still come into the inbox asking me when will Victor Osimhen be unveiling, no, it's still based on report that we are getting that Chelsea continue to look for a priority striker, continue to look for a top-9 striker, which report has linked so many strikers, the likes of Ivan Toney, Victor Gyokeres, even Julian Alvarez of Manchester City, even recently signed Mark Gu from Barcelona for €6 million. Despite the signing of Mark Gu, that will not stop Chelsea from signing a top-9 striker based on the reports which we are getting. So therefore means that not until the transfer window closes, we cannot rule out the possibility of Chelsea bringing in a marquee striker for the present and for the future. But we'll say for the present, we want a striker who can come into Chelsea and start to bank in goals. At the same time, not a striker that will displace Nicolas Jackson, but a striker that will be able to complement Nicolas Jackson. Because towards the end of last season, a lot of Chelsea fans were coming up with the justification that Nicolas Jackson is not a top-9 striker, it's more of like a winger. So I can not imagine we having players like Okama, Christopher Nkunku, Mikhailo Mudryk, Raheem Sterling, even Omar Kellerman that was recently signed. So what is kind of the essence of we having Nicolas Jackson as a winger if we have these other players that can play the wing position or supporting striker position perfectly? So I believe it's time for we to bring in a top marquee striker that will be able to compete with Nicolas Jackson for a spot. It therefore means that if we can get a marquee striker like Victor Osimhen or any other striker out there, then Nicolas Jackson could just sit upright. For me, Nicolas Jackson is still a player to count on based on his off-the-ball movement in terms of making good runs, making passes, and also giving assists. Is not a selfish striker, and also showing those characteristics that he can also become an important player for us in the present and also for the future. Then moving on to other Chelsea-related news, according to reports which we got a few days ago, that Chelsea has entered into an agreement for Renato Veiga from FC Barcelona, from the Switzerland-based club. So according to reports that Renato Veiga has left Barcelona training camp ahead of his proposed medical with Chelsea. So hopefully, come this new week that we just enter, we could be getting further information as pertaining the deal for Renato Veiga to Chelsea. Meanwhile, some of the qualities that this player possesses is very strong in terms of dribbling. He can play the defensive midfield, defensive midfield, central back, left back. So it's more of like a utility player, very strong in terms of dribbling, very strong in terms of shooting ability and also taking set piece. But the advantage of this player cannot be discussed without we talking about the downside. Some of the downside of Renato Veiga is he lacks discipline. It causes foul a lot. And for the EPL, for me, getting a player like Renato Veiga, it therefore means that he needs to adjust his style of play, and probably Chelsea coaching staff will need to work on him. If not, we could just see a player that will just be getting yellow card and sent off regularly. So those are part of his weaknesses. But in terms of taking set indirect free kick, is very good. In terms of dribbling, he should be one of the best dribbler as far European football is concerned currently. So getting Renato Veiga will be a good addition to our team. Coupled the fact that he's also advantageous when it comes to height, 190 centimeter, of which, for those persons who have been watching my video right from last season, I've always talked about height in terms of this Chelsea team. Like if you look at our midfield options, it's filled with players that are not that advantageous in terms of height. Moses Caicedo is more of like an average height. Enzo Fernandez, Kono Gallagher, these are not the kind of all the caliber of midfield players in terms of height that we used to know Chelsea for. In the past, we used to have our top players like Mike Ballack, Frank Lampard, Jonathan Mikel, go on to list them, Belletti, so many top players. Even Michael Essien was not even that short. But recently, we are having this kind of players that are not advantageous in height also have its own downside to our team in terms of converting set picks and also defending set piece. So getting Renato Veiga will be a good addition to our team, no doubt. But people are already comparing this player to the likes of Marcelo. I don't really know why they are comparing him to Marcelo, if because he's having the same blown hair like Marcelo, or probably because he can as well dribble like Marcelo. But in terms of every other ability, I don't really know. I've not really watched this player. Apart from probably compilation videos which we are seeing out there, which a lot of Chelsea fans are judging based on. But from every other statistics which I've tried to study online, tried to do research about this player is very good in terms of dribbling, in terms of playing variety of positions. That is more like a utility player, and also playing indirect free kicks. Then moving on to other Chelsea related news, we had rumor concerning Osimhen from Boca Juniors. Chelsea has entered into an agreement, but up to this very moment, I still don't know what is delaying the deal. Though from the last report which I reported that Chelsea have had an agreement with this player, and this player is expected to move to one of medical. But the only stumbling block as at last week was that Boca Juniors were trying to play with Chelsea, that if Chelsea should sign this player, Chelsea should keep Osimhen with them for 6 months or 1 year. That is, if Chelsea sign this player, they will hold possession of this player for a further 6 months till December or till June 2025. Then Osimhen will arrive with other Chelsea players like Gustavo William and also Kendrick Perez come the summer of 2025. And probably these players could just be a player for the Chelsea future. So fellow Blues and lovers of Chelsea, as pertaining all these rumors, remember all these are still a rumor, not until the player is officially unveiled and announced by the Chelsea website where Chelsea jersey, these players has not been signed by Chelsea. So for you to be able to confirm players that Chelsea have signed so far for the 2024 summer transfer window, check my last 2 videos on my page or on my channel, and you get to confirm players that Chelsea have signed officially. Thank you guys for joining me. I remember Alex. Bye for now.